Hey guys, it's Fuego. So today I'm going to do a Q&A for y'all. Last week I asked my Instagram some questions. I asked some friends and, family some different questions. And I got some questions from y'all. So I want to answer them for you. I have some frequently asked questions. Some questions that are more, intricate and detailed. And I'm just going to answer them for y'all about the Fuego Project. So I hope y'all enjoy. Thank you. My most frequently asked question is what made me get started with crocheting. So when I started crocheting, I was doing stuff like making stash jars and doing tattoos and different things. I'm a really creative person. I have ADHD, so I can't focus on one thing. So my best friend at the time, she crocheted. She lives out of state, but I had shattered my fingertips while I was at work, and I needed something to build the strength back up in my hands. And I seen that she was just really making, nice pieces. She started making, she was making blankets and things like that. I obviously don't make that, but I had to build up the strength back in my hand, so I did. And now we're here. Y'all get consistent product from me off of an accident. Another question I get asked is what my favorite product to make is. I'm going to be honest with you. My favorite product to make it's probably a bucket hat. I don't know why, but bucket hats work up so easy. They're just very simple. I could probably get a bucket hat done in about an hour, and I think that's probably why it's my favorite, because it takes the least work amount time, and it just always comes out nice. Like, they're consistent. They're fire. Come get you one. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, what takes me the longest to make, besides the sweater I made for a custom order for my friend, because that took forever. But the product that takes the longest to make, that is like a hat and stuff like that, is a ski mask, because shrugs and stuff and like wearables, they take a little time, but they don't. It depends on how pressed I am to get it finished. But ski masks usually take a little while, up to like 2 to 3 hours, depending on, if I'm just sitting doing it the whole time. Because you gotta make sure the spacing for the hole is right and everything like that. So that takes a little bit of time, but it is my most rewarding piece. I love the ski mask. The ski masks just do it every time. Like, every time. Another question I get is what my favorite type of yarn is, what my preferred yarn is. And I love a weight for yarn. I do most of my work with weight for yarn. I like regular textured yarn. Right now, the phrase and stuff like that is really where my heart is. I love this yarn, but it's also weight for yarn, so that's why I love working with it. And it's so cute, and it's just so, I love the texture. It's so soft. It's easy to work with. When you get the bigger yarns, like hand yarn and stuff like that, it might be easier for other people, but me personally, my hands are a little, yeah. Another question I get a lot, it goes along with the time question, is how long a hat usually takes me to bake. Depending on the type of hat, it could take about 4 or 5 hours, because you got to make each panel, and then you got to put each panel together. There's 8 panels on a hat like this. Then ski mask probably takes about 2 to 3 hours as well, just because you have to put the base, make the eye hole, then do the bottom. The bottom is 13 rows in itself. These take a little while, because the ruffles, you got to go back in on itself 3 times and then 4 times for the second row. So these usually take 2-3 hours. My granny square bucket hats usually take about 3-4 hours. I make 5 panels. Then I got to also make the ruffles. And then a basic beanie as such probably takes about 1.5 hours. No stops. About 1.5 hours. So everything has a rough estimated time of about an average of 2 hours. So 2-3 hours is about your average. Now, a very good question I got asked was what was the best and worst part about what I do. So the best part is I get to see y'all wear the creations that I've made. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love getting pictures from you guys. I love seeing what outfits y'all put together. I love seeing how it just finishes an outfit, completes it, makes it just look amazing. And y'all look so good in product. The worst part about what I do is finding time. I do have a job outside of this. So it's finding time and just making sure I'm counting all my stitches right, making sure the sizing is right, things like that. Because, you know, everybody's head is shaped different. Everybody has different type of thickness of hair. Some people have locks. Some people have no hair like me on my bald little head. Some people have nugget shaped heads. Some people have, you know, almond shaped heads. Some people have just different things. So it's just a matter of, you know, sizing and taking your time. And that's probably the worst part. It's really not a worst, like, because that's not even that bad. So I honestly just, crocheting is just, it's peaceful. It's peaceful when you're not on crunch time. How do I stay motivated is another question I got, and I absolutely love this question because sometimes I can't. Everybody that creates and is a creator knows that you have creative blocks. Sometimes I don't get over that hurdle that fast. But I just know that I have to fulfill y'all orders more on time. And I just feel like sometimes I have to just push myself. Sometimes you just have to push yourself to get done what needs to get done, regardless if it's your business, regardless if it's your job, regardless if it's your kids, regardless if it's whatever. Whatever needs to get done, it need to get done. And that's just my push, my motivation to myself daily is, girl, it gotta get done. And that's really the easiest way I could put trying to stay motivated, because there's times you're not going to be motivated. There's times that you're not going to feel like doing it, and you have to. There's things that have to get done. You are a creator. You are somebody who, I don't have it's not a service, but, you know, I'm giving y'all a product. I'm producing for you all. So I have to stay consistent so y'all, you know, can stay up with your girl. What's something that I want to make and add to my collection that I haven't already is another question that I got. And I really like this question because it opens my brain to my creativity. Realistically, I want to make a hexagon cardigan. It's the little cardigan that kind of went viral. I don't know if y'all saw it. My algorithm for my Instagram is all crochet, so I'm sure y'all don't see what I see. But the hexagon panels, whatever, cardigan, I want to make one of those. I kind of want to make like one or two in different colors, one probably dark, one probably light. Might make them for the springtime, just because spring you can still wear some, you know, little stuff to cover your arms and stuff so you're warm. And I think it'll be really cute, and I think the girls will eat it up, because the sweater I made for my friend, she really, really liked that, and that was with panels. And I want to make one that's a little bit different, just so I can see if I can do it. Because another question that I received was, what advice would I give to somebody who wants to start a business along these lines, which is like crocheting, fiber, whatever, art. I just recommend that this is something that you know you want to do. Being creative, you could be creative on different spectrums, different levels. There's musicians, there's artists, there's fiber artists, there's visual artists, there's like all types of different things that you just have to make sure that this is really what you want to do. So you're happy with it. I'm big on being happy with what you do. If you've been with me on my journey of lifing for a long time, then you know I've customized shoes, I've made shirts, I've tattooed, I've made stash jars, I've made things to help you when you're gardening. I've made all types of stuff. My creative levels really don't have no bounds. So I just feel like that would be one thing of advice I would give, is to make sure you're grounded in what you want to do and know what it is you want to do. Because that's why I made my brand the Fuego Project, because I do so many different projects. I do so many different things, and it's just endless. Like, creativity is endless, and it's amazing. And I just would recommend that everybody has an open mind to what they want to do, to what they want to see, to what other people want to see. There's certain things that I didn't think I would be making that I do make because people like them and people would like to see them and wear them. And if you don't, somebody else will, and I will. My last question, I'm going to wrap it up for you guys, is when can you teach me? And I am going to be offering a class probably in the springtime, early summertime, maybe, depending on, how I get these things planned, to teach you all how to crochet. I think I am going to probably do one online first, just so y'all are more comfortable, because I know some people aren't comfortable with it being in person, and that's okay. I know some people learn at a pace that they want to kind of take their time, and that's okay. So I'm probably going to offer an online class, and I will offer one in person as well. The in person one, you will have all of the things given to you, so it'll be included in what you're paying for. It'll have a little kit with crochet hooks, yarn in the particular color that I let you all choose from. I'll have a list, and then we will sit and make certain products, just so I could teach y'all just the basics and things like that. I'm not a professional, but I'm pretty good. So I really appreciate that y'all trust in me to teach you all how to crochet, how to have the ability to show y'all, and I just hope that I'm able to give it to you all in a way that everybody can retain it and enjoys it and finds the peace in it that I do, and that way you all can make products for yourself. I know some people really like the idea of just creating for themselves and not having blocks on, oh, I need to ask this person to make it, and this, that, and the third. Now, granted, I know there's stuff that is a little bit harder and different levels of crocheting, so we'll start with the basics, and then we'll go from there. And at the end of all of that, I just want to thank y'all for getting involved and asking me questions and staying up with me and being supportive of me. And it feels great. I really appreciate all the love and support. And we love you over here, and y'all love me out there. So thank you. If you have not already, my love collection has released as of yesterday. So I have ski masks, I have ruffle hats, I have beanies, I have a new fitted beanie. That's my first one that I've made. It has heart panels on it. So go check it out and see if you like anything and come order up.